Hi there. Welcome to the first ever online version of Gridaholics Anonymous. I didn't think there was a world outside of grids. You know how it is. We're geeks. We just love spreadsheets, analyzing data, formulas, pivot tables, flash fill, data validation, macros. Let's face it, it really is an addiction. Wouldn't you agree? Hi, I'm Sandy, and I'm a gridaholic. But there is hope. I broke my grid addiction and discovered a whole new world of interactive data exploration, visualization, and presentation experiences with Microsoft self-service business intelligence tools. I like to think of it as self-help for grid addicts, like us. You know you're one. In this video, you will come to understand how you too can get rid of the grid and immerse yourself into new ways of viewing and analyzing data, where business intelligence comes to life. Seriously, today, Microsoft has taken self-service BI to a whole new level. New tools and functionality allow you to easily explore your data, visualize and share your discoveries. Now, anyone, and I mean anyone, is empowered to develop the insights that help make better decisions. Our unique approach to BI is balancing the needs of end users and IT professionals. One platform that meets both needs, empowering users through the familiar Office experience. And it's even better. We have released the preview of Power BI for Office 365, a complete self-service BI for on-premise and cloud-based data. Visit powerbi.com to sign up. When I think about our tools, I try and classify them by user groups. It all does come down to self-service, what works for each user's needs. Today I'm going to focus on these areas: Power View, Excel, and Power Pivot. In future blogs, I will also cover using Power Query and Power Maps with the same data set. Power View is great for a power user or a data analyst, but what I really love about it is that it's super simple for a typical office worker to use as well. And what's even better is that even technically challenged people, like my brother, can use it. For him, surfing the web and checking email pretty much maxes him out. So when he bought a bar in Columbus, Ohio in 2008, he ramped up quickly on the logistics of running a bar, scheduling bartenders, pouring drinks, having parties, late nights, sleeping in. But the technical aspects of tracking, analyzing, and understanding sales and inventory, it overwhelmed him. This is common with small business owners and with end users. People are challenged with using technology to make business decisions. You probably know one or more people like this. For us, we thrive in a world of collecting and analyzing data. It's second nature to us. But there are many people out there who have been struggling to use technology, to understand the data, to help make business decisions. My brother fell right into that category. So being the good sister that I am, I've helped him out some. But I had to make it really easy for him to enter his information in Excel for our bar. After all, I'm his sister, so what's his is mine, right? Come on, isn't it the same with your siblings? For us, it's always been that way, whether my little brother likes it or not. Let me show you the actual data from our bar. This is real data from the real world. Here's what his data looks like. Daily sales back to October 2008 when he opened. By date, every day the sales are entered by category. He had no problem entering the data, but now what? What categories have the highest sales? What are the sales trends by day, month? It's impossible to tell this in looking at the grid. In helping my brother, we wanted to be able to analyze the sales and trends in a simple, dynamic way. You can tell it's not the most ideal format, But that's the beauty of Power View. We can work with it. So, what are we going to do? Get rid of the grid. Okay, let's get started. Let's insert Power View. It creates a new type of sheet with a canvas. The canvas has a visualization pane on the left and a filter pane on the right. We have context-sensitive ribbon on the top, and on the far right we have a field list and a field well, similar to pivot tables. By default, it creates a table with the first 6 columns. It's easy to remove a field by dragging it out of the field well. Now, with 2 clicks, we can change this to a column chart. We can see there's a definite pattern. It's very clear that beer and liquor have the highest sales. Imagine that. And the other categories have minimal sales. Those might be worthy of analysis to see if they're even worth carrying the stock. So with a couple of clicks, we've answered the first question already. Which categories have the highest sales? We couldn't tell that from the spreadsheet. Now, let's add the year to the axis. We simply drag it from the field list to the field well, and another 2 clicks, we're going to change this to a line chart. Now we've answered the second question regarding the sales trends. Let's explore further. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at the overall sales with a new visualization. I can simply delete this chart by selecting it and hitting my delete key. Now I want to create a new visualization, and I can add fields in a number of ways from the field list. I can check it with the checkbox here. And I can also drag it. As you can see, my year has summarized. Let's fix that. We go to the field well and just tell it, do not summarize. Now, all we have to do is another 2 clicks, and we have a chart. My favorite command, Control-C and Control-V. And I've quickly copied this chart to a new visualization. But I don't need 2 charts of the same thing. But what I can do is I can add the quarter and remove the year. Now, automatically, the charts will cross-highlight. We can click on a year and see the relative quarter information for that year, or click on a quarter and see the relative quarter information on all the years. What's even more fun is that I can add another visualization. I'll click on the canvas so that we'll start a new visualization. And now I'm going to add a couple fields. I'm going to add the weekday, sales, and date. Now I can reorder the fields by dragging them in the field well. And it's easy to resize the columns and sort the data by clicking on the column title. Now, at these values, I really don't need decimals, so let's get rid of them. I simply select the field and come up to the Design tab and get rid of the decimals. Now this one I'm going to leave as a table because I want to see the detail, which you can tell is automatically cross-filtered with the chart selections. But now let's see the quarter information year over year to see what's happening. I select the chart, and I can simply drag the year to the legend in the field well. Things are definitely trending up through the years, which is good, but there was a spike in the third quarter of 2010. So let's explore that. Again, my favorite command, copy, paste. Control C, Control V. Let's add the month and remove the quarter. Right away, my eyes are drawn to the fluctuations. As you can see, we are going to want to explore deeper. In the interest of time, let's fast forward through some copy and pastes and put this in the Easy Bake Oven and look at this completed view. Now, I think these colors are really pretty, but my brother feels they're not quite masculine enough. It's easy to change the theme and the background. Looking at this, he can see spikes and dips. Looking at the weekday, what stands out here? For example, Mondays early on proved too much for people to go back to work and keep drinking, so we decided to close on Mondays. Let's focus on the months. Some spikes are one-time special events. For example, in August of 2010, patterns may be recurring events, which helps us to be repeatedly forecast. For example, June has grown consistently in sales year over year due to an annual event in Columbus that we've learned to plan for. The same is true in December. Our bar is the place to be on New Year's Eve. But let's drill a little deeper to see what insights we can capture from the data to make better business decisions. Let's filter to 2011. We simply drag the year to the filter pane, and we're going to select 2011. While we know that we are closed on Mondays, Tuesdays are the next lowest day of the week. Let's filter that. Right away, my eyes are drawn to the lowest Tuesday in week 6. If I select that, I can see by the table the date is February 1st. Okay, I know that was a bad snowstorm and we closed early. Let's look at the next lowest Tuesday in week 16. Oh, look at the table. The date is April 12th, just prior to people filing their taxes. Interesting. I guess they were too depressed to drink. However, they seemed to recover quickly, or drown their sorrows, because the following week, sales doubled. This information gave us insight to target a promotion the following year. Toast the taxes. Let's see what happened. We're going to turn on 2012 in the filter pane. Now, let's look at week 6. No repeat snowstorm. That's good. What's the second highest Tuesday of the year? April 10th, right before tax day. Looks like people were pretty into toasting their taxes. And how about the highest Tuesday? July 3rd, my birthday. Well, of course, everyone wants to celebrate that. This has been a quick tour into PowerView so that you can see that even from a simple Excel workbook, a business can get rid of the grid and make key insights with data visualizations and explorations available with PowerView. If you've not played with PowerView yet, I encourage you to try it out. It does not have to be a complex workbook. Create a simple spreadsheet for yourself. It could be something as simple as this basic fruit spreadsheet. It has all of the key elements, text fields, number fields, date, and geographical information to exercise a lot of the features in PowerView. With these basic fields, you can quickly create PowerView reports like this. This will allow you to focus on the basics of PowerView features and functionalities without getting distracted with the data. I hope you found this video helpful and you are inspired to take the next step with PowerView, whatever that step may be for you. Please feel free to leave comments and suggestions for topics you'd like to see covered. In the next blog, we will dive deeper into the same business data, but now it's collected via a point-of-sale system. This is very relatable to many retail markets, gaining insights into sales, transactions, inventory control, employee impact, and more. Until next time, have fun with PowerView.